Good morning, Anna. I'm happy to see you as well. There goes your friend. Thank you to AG1 for sponsoring today's video. A little bit of water at the end of the driveway today. We got about 1/10 of an inch of rain overnight. However, over the last 2 weeks or so, we've probably gotten a couple inches total. We've had ½ inch here, ½ inch there. No big rains, but a lot of little ones, and it's actually 59 degrees out this morning, so everything is starting to cool down. We're starting to get moisture right when we need it. I don't know if you can see it from here, but there's some tassels starting to come in there. So right when pollination begins is when we need things to start cooling down and make sure we have plenty of moisture. So this is honestly perfect conditions for us. The new bin is coming along. Looks like they got 9 rings on there. Again, this thing is gonna be 15 rings tall. So a lot of our bins are 10 rings high. This is gonna be a bin and a half when it's done. About halfway between the tops of the bins and the grain leg. The first thing I need to do today is to check out the blades on the batwing mower, which have been beat up and used pretty good. Luckily, I got a guy, and he's on his way with some blades, and we're gonna put a BW overhaul kit on this thing, they call it, and that includes new blades, which I guess I have never done yet, but I guess they're pretty easy to install. I have mowed down some pretty big poplar trees with this thing, and lots of them, so I've put it through the ringer the last couple of years. I'm gonna move this thing over to where it's closer to the toolbox. Before Jared gets here and I get too busy, I'm gonna start off with my easy morning routine, drink some AG1. AG1 provides easy foundational nutrition, 75 high quality ingredients that support the brain, the gut, and the immune system. I've been drinking AG1 for several months now. I feel like it gives me a little bit more focus and energy, which is important because I'm on the go probably a lot more than I should be. More than what you see on the farm here. We have kids that tend to be busy all the time, busier than me. It's also good for replenishing nutrients and gut health, which is obviously important for obvious reasons, especially for a guy like me because I don't always eat my daily serving of vegetables. It's an easy daily habit, and you can even get travel packs for when you're on the go. The best part is, it tastes good. Go to drinkag1.com/millennialfarmer, and if you do that using my link right now, you are actually gonna get 10. I can only do it, I have to do it like this with one hand because I'm using the other hand for the camera. But you're gonna get 10 free travel packs and a free entire 1-year supply of vitamins D3 and K2. This way you can keep up with all your healthy habits on the go. Thanks again to AG1 for sponsoring today's video. Hey, Jared's here. Ugh. Well, Cat Dog found Jared already, and he brought me my bracket that broke from a building falling on it. There you go, buddy. It'll be back in there in no time. Yeah. So this is the bracket that holds the hoses up and out of the way. Slips right in there, if you do it right. There's the kit and the cat.
Go on now.
So we got clutch discs.
Yep. All the clutch discs you need for all of the clutches around the machine. All the blades going around the machine, all 6 of them. You got the cat again.
Purring and all.
And then we've got all new hardware in here. All the...
Everything we need.
All the blade pins, all of the keyhole plates.
Well, I was busy mounting the hoses back onto this arm again. Jason over here already replaced one of the... That's what I meant. Jared replaced one of the blades already. If you guys have been paying attention, you've seen the last 2 summers where I mowed down a lot of good-sized trees. Trees that were actually quite a bit bigger than they told me I should be mowing over with this mower. So that's the main reason why the blades are beat up so bad. But honestly, it was still doing a really good job of cutting. So now I'm excited to see just how good of a job it does after new blades again. Are we ready for the next blade?
Yeah.
Okay. I better do that one here, and I've never actually done one. I've seen it.
3/4 inch wrench.
One wrench, one 3/4 inch wrench.
Yep.
I'm guessing I should loosen the 1/2 inch bolt in that wrench fits. I'm gonna need a screwdriver to scrape some of the gunk away.
Here you go.
You're good. You've done this before.
Actually, no.
How do you hold that? Is there a trick?
Just go until it binds up into the PTO.
Okay.
Because it only goes so far until the PTO hits the tractor and it's stuck. And freewheels. Okay, yeah.
You lied to me.
It worked the other way.
I'm gonna whack it with a hammer.
Go for it.
There we go. So then we're replacing these pins as well.
Yep. Because they're in the kit, might as well, and you can put the old ones in the...
There's the used ones we've got off. The used pins. Here's the new kit and the new blades. Do you recommend starting with the same shim stack?
Yes. I'd recommend the same number of shims. You had what, 3 in there?
I had 3, yeah. And we're using the same lock.
No, I got new ones.
Oh, you do?
Too. Yep.
Oh.
All new hardware. Yep. And then when you get that in place, just check and see how much deflection you have on the blade there. That looks all right.
Try it there.
Yeah.
Had it tick much?
That looks all right.
Looks all right?
Yeah. As long as it's within that 1/4 inch, we're all right. Yep.
Like anything else, I'm guessing the second blade's gonna take half as long. So that's pretty simple. As long as they come out, as long as the old ones aren't in there so long that you gotta use a torch and a hammer.
Well, the best thing about these too, all you need is that 1 3/4 inch wrench to take it apart. Whereas a lot of our competition uses an entire bolt that fits up in there. So it's got a great big nut on there. You'd have to take an impact to.
Sure.
Most of the time that I've seen those from selling parts in the dealership, guys just take a torch and lop it off.
It's easier than trying the impact.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, it's also dangerous with all the dry material that could be underneath one of these things.
Sure.
So just 1 3/4 inch wrench is all you need to change out the blades. Okay, so maybe you need a couple other screwdriver and stuff to pry on things, but...
Odds and ends.
Odds and ends, yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna set up the production crew here to hold the camera for us.
Okay.
While we do the easy way on the blades. Even easier than your guys' way. Watch this. See, that's even easier than the way you guys do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. In all honesty, I wish I had pretended that this side was the first time I had ever done it, because I felt like I knew what I was doing this time. So
yeah, you always figure it out after the first time. The second time, third time goes better.
Yeah.
4th time, you usually run into a bump in the road, and you're like, what the heck?
Jared took one blade, I took the other. 2 minutes? Maybe?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it, but there's actually an access hole here to get to the blades that run through the bottom. Jared says it's a little bit easier than laying down here sometimes. You want me down there anyway? To hold anything?
In a minute when I get that dropped out.
Okay. Yeah, that one's snug.
Yeah.
This one doesn't have the deflection in it like the others. It might be a little looser now. Hammer time. That one's a lot drier.
Yeah.
I should have greased that one.
Live and learn.
Live and learn. All right, 30 minutes later or less, we've got all 6 blades installed here and greased up, ready to go. So in this Batwing overhaul kit from Woods, you get all the blades, all the hardware, and you get the new plates for the slip clutches. We're looking at our slip clutches here, and I've never had a problem with any of them really slipping on us at all. The settings all look good. So Jared says, keep the plates, keep an eye on it. If it starts slipping, if things start moving in here, then I've got these plates to replace. But that's a pretty simple deal. You just pull these bolts, pop them off. Yep. Sounds like just keep an eye on it and replace them as needed. Steel pile soon. I'm starting to run out of room. Now this pile of gravel doesn't need to be a pile forever. So I'm going to take and line it up along the outside of the building here and try and level that off and maybe fill in a little bit more of the road. Eventually the idea is to have a decent road all the way around this shed, but like everything else around here right now, it's all still a work in progress. But as long as I got the bucket on, I'm going to get to work on that. 170 more feet to go. I just want to add a little bit to the outside here just to help push the rainwater away. The floor is built up on the inside, but critters in spots like this can still dig underneath there and get in the building. And I mean, they can dig through the gravel if they really want to anyway, but we're gonna seal it up. And then I need more gravel to fill this road in because it's got a heck of a ridge right there. It's just unfinished. I'm about half done laying the gravel across the shed. I figured I better get out and see if I'm laying the right amount, which takes some shoveling to level out, as you can see here. But it's turning out actually really nice. I think that's about it. That's about the right amount. But I might run out of gravel for what I want to do on this road. Actually, I know they're gonna need to haul in a bunch more. As a millennial, I'm not really supposed to sweat like this, but I think it looks nice. My eyes are so good, I could tell you it's downhill as it goes away from the building. I can just tell that. I could have been a landscaper, but it sounded like way too much work, so I didn't choose that option in life. It's not even that hot. Where were you when the work was being done? Now you show up. Well, there we go. It doesn't look like much to anybody other than me, but it's one of those things that was just lingering at the bottom of a long list of things that I always have to get done, and it wasn't super high priority, but it's done. I'm just gonna take the half a load that's left and level this road out a little bit, and then I'm gonna mow back here because this scruffiness is driving me nuts. That's a little bit better. Overall, we just need more gravel back here, but for now, that's gonna make things nicer. All right, that's done. Now I'm gonna take this back there and test it a little bit. They sure are making a lot of noise at that bin. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure they're cutting the side for the downspout. The hole for the side spout down. That guy off in whose camper they were, you're gonna have to be an old school Beavis and Butthead fan to get that reference. I keep wanting to go walk around inside of that bin with the camera and show you guys what's going on, but anytime there's any daylight, they're here working, and I don't want to walk around them with the camera all the time. Just want to let them work. They don't need me in their way. Now, this is just one little 15-foot wide strip or so. So is it necessary to drive a batwing mower back here that's 15 feet wide just to mow this? No, not at all, not even a little bit. But I'm gonna. Ideally, I should probably use this to mow the yard, but I'd have to take out all my trees. I'm gonna go find a road ditch or something to mow now. I'm being chased by a young lady in a Polaris Razor 200. I could mow that whole road ditch, but I'm a little uncomfortable about what the tractor would be like down in there. There's some pretty steep areas in this ditch. Makes me a little nervous. The mower contours pretty well, but I worry about, you know, me and the piece of equipment that I'm sitting in. All right, I'm trying it. I'm down here. I'm alive. I made it. It appears to be doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It worked. I've proven those blades can work. No, I don't have the Scottsdale going yet. In fact, I haven't looked at it in like a month. It's been sitting right there like that. It's still got that brake issue. We are into the next day now. We've got a soybean truck here. We're loading some soybeans out. There's my camera. That's the adjustment I needed. So we got a couple loads on the floor of this bin, and then we've got a little bit more than that in this bin yet. So we've only got 6 or 8 loads total that need to come out of here yet on beans. There's the new bin right there. They've got the bottom ring on now, so that's as tall as it's gonna get. And once we get this truck loaded and out of here, we can go take a look there and I'll try to see if they got a spot where I can climb inside. Well, here it is, the inside of the new grain bin. We still have to put the floor in here yet. Sounds like there's gonna be a different crew that comes to do that. I'll try to talk quiet because it echoes in here really loudly. We got the fans to go in there yet. When we put the floor in, there will be an unload with a double run auger going out of here up to the grain legs. So this auger right here is going to be replaced with a double run. It's going to run a lot faster. We're going to have a big paddle sweep in here, so it's going to be different than the auger system that all the other bins have. This one's going to run a little smoother, a little faster. I actually have yet to see one in action, but that's going to be a lot nicer deal. The roof in this thing is a lot stronger because of the size of the bin, so it's actually got all those beams across there. And for the side draw, I don't know exactly what those things do yet or how they work, but they're supposed to control the flow a little bit more evenly. But I don't know how. I don't know how that works. I'll have to ask somebody sometime. But unfinished anyway, this thing is anchored down and this is as big as this thing's gonna get. So here we are inside the new bin. It's nice to have this up. The electricians are out here working right now to get this thing roughed in, and we had to trench back, get power to the bin behind this one because we had to shut that down for a while. But you can see here where they trenched around from where the main power comes into the driveway. Bye, Becky. It's all a fun work in progress. It's nice that it's getting done, that's for sure. And there's another truck for some soybeans. Now we're gonna go grab one of the Kenworth trucks that we needed a tire repair on. Did you just stay here? I'll see you in a few minutes. There's the perspective of the new bin, now making the old ones look small. And the old ones are not small. They're average, okay? There's nothing wrong with average. And we got a gearbox here for the J&M cart. That went out on us a little bit ago here. We like to use that thing around the yard this time of year just to load it up with soybeans so we can get the bean trucks out of here faster, and sometimes corn, but we're also gonna need it for harvest. And it's a really good cart that we love having around, so we're gonna get a gearbox in it, get it going again. And so, that's what happened. The gearbox got changed. It's the next day now, you can tell because I shaved my one time a week. And the guys from J&M also updated something up in that auger that apparently they were seeing some stress with on this version of cart, so they're running around updating that on these so the guys don't have breakdowns come this fall. This thing's got a couple of long harvests on it. We really like it. We intend to keep it again for this harvest, so should be mostly ready to go now. We'll go through and grease it and check the oil in the hubs, and we're actually going to use it for hauling some soybeans out here in the next couple of days. Anyway, I'm going to go meet with an agronomist right now, but that's going to be in the next video, so you're going to have to wait and see in the next video how our soybeans are doing. In the meantime, go get yourself a Farm Around and Find Out t-shirt. Link is below for our merch. Thank you guys very much for watching.